I see him on TV. I think all of us, it's like watching your 5-year-old play on a jungle gym for the first time. You're like, oh my God, I hope, he doesn't fall or something.
They could have had another guy make sense in the party, but they were so unbelievably horrible to him that the day he announced he was running for president as a Democrat, I said on this show he will not be a Democrat by the end of it, and he's not anymore. He's running as an independent. Of course, I'm talking about RFK Jr., and here he is talking about Biden's obvious cognitive decline and that there could be a problem with having a president with, say, dementia, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's while we're on the verge of World War III.
Oh, the Democrats are stupid. The DNC is a very stupid group of people, and they make very, very big strategic blunders. And one of their strategic blunders was to bet all of their chips on President Biden and not just have a primary where they chose the best candidate to beat Donald Trump. Instead they chose a candidate who has all of these very, very clear cognitive deficits. And, Americans, you look at President Biden, I worry. Every time I see him on TV, I think all of us, it's like watching your 5-year-old play on a jungle gym for the first time. You're like, oh my God, I hope, he doesn't fall or something. But the bad part of it is, if you look at this man, and, we're right closer now to nuclear exchange than at any time since 1962. You say President Biden is the guy who has the football. He has to make the call. They wake him up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You have 6 minutes to make the call. 6 minutes to decide whether to retaliate, to send the missiles up. So, he has to make a call that's going to affect all of our children, all of humanity.
So look, you may have your issues, whatever they are, with RFK. My audience obviously leans, let's say, a little more right-leaning at this point, so there are probably things you disagree with him on abortion, and perhaps on the environment, what he would do as it relates to climate change or whatever. But everything he said there is exactly right. The analogy of watching a 5-year-old on the jungle gym is right. I can tell you right now, Justin is really big on climbing on the back of the couch, and he can fall over, so we put some pillows down there. But it's this tightrope where you're watching him, and it's like at any moment something bad could happen. And we've taken some precautions so that he won't hurt himself if he falls, and we want to give him as much leeway as possible. But that is exactly what it's like watching Joe Biden. Everything that he is saying, you're just waiting for it to derail. Hey, don't click away just yet, because today's video is brought to you by our friends at 1775 Coffee. Guys, instead of waking up tomorrow morning and drinking your mold-infested, big corporation-owned, woke ideology coffee that's probably making you sick from the pesticides it's sprayed with, try Rumble 1775 Coffee. Support freedom of speech and build a parallel economy that actually values you. Go to 1775 Coffee right now and pick up your first bag. Use code Rubin to save 10% off your first order.